save the big, far and wide.
What is up, Whiskey Chaser fam? Welcome back to another video. The holiday season is upon us, and as such, Whiskey Santa is here to help you find something that the person who you are struggling to find a gift for in your life just really needs, honestly. So if you are looking for something to get your spouse, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your friend, anything like that, have no fear, I'm here to help. This is the Whiskey Chase channel and my name is Chase. While I'm going to be talking about a couple of gift items today that are kind of motorcycle related, they are also transferable to other types of people as well who may be into something like cars or just kind of any general hobby at all. So these are some things that I personally have used over the past couple of years that I think are really, really great. They are just super useful. I have 6 items here for you. That's going to be 3 items under $100 and 3 items over $100. So it could be kind of a big ticket item that you're getting for somebody very special in your life, or it could just be kind of like a little stocking stuffer that you can kind of just give off to maybe a coworker or, you know, a friend or just somebody kind of that you want to get something for, but you are already spending a lot of money on, you know, the more man, I don't want to say important because that sounds mean, that you're already spending on somebody else. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. At the very beginning, I have the 3 items that are going to be under $100 coming in at number 1, earbuds, which is great because this episode is sponsored by Raycon. Just kidding. Gotcha there, huh? No, but seriously, these are my Samsung earbuds. They're the Samsung Pros, which I use my Samsung earbuds inside of my helmets. I typically have one in, and then on the other side I have my speaker for my head unit. And the reason why I do that is because when I'm recording with my head unit, I can't have music playing because it will be picked up by the head unit, and I really don't want that for my videos because that's how you get copyright strikes. So what I do to counteract that is I put one earbud in, and then I'll be able to listen to that. Also, this helps, number 1, cut down wind noise a lot because you don't have as much going in. These are also noise canceling as well, which really, really helps. And then number 2, it puts the music directly into my ear canal, which is great because the flat speaker that sits on the outside at 75, 80 miles an hour, it can be kind of loud, the wind noise, the exhaust, stuff like that. Number 3, in general, I just use them kind of every day if I'm taking the train or if I'm just walking around somewhere or anything like that. They're fantastic. They work great for phone calls whenever you're just out and about doing whatever. Yeah, earbuds. You can find most of these, like I said, the Samsung Pros, you can find for about $100. You can find some other ones such as Raycons for less than that. You can find them for about 60 bucks, I believe, 60, 70. They all work pretty great. I have never used AirPods before because I don't have Apple products, but obviously Apple makes some pretty good stuff as well. So I would say, you know, if somebody who you're trying to get a gift for has an iPhone, those would be a good choice as well. Number 2, we're going to talk about battery packs. So I have many battery packs, and these are great. This one right here is the biggest one I have. It is 2600 or 20, it's kind of scratched off, but I believe it's 25,800 milliamp hours, which is huge. This is a really, really big battery pack, and I can actually power multiple things all day long with this. Also a big old jump pack, which you just recently saw me use for my Sportster, trying to get that thing started. It has the plug in it that you can connect directly to your battery to jump any sort of vehicle, as well as a output with a USB. This is a way bigger battery pack. This one is 44.4 watt hours, so not even kilowatt hours. This thing is massive. And yes, it is very big, but it also comes with like a flashlight and stuff like that on there. This possibly could be something that you would get for, you know, the person who is going on a long trip, just in case they need something to jumpstart their car or their motorcycle or anything like that. I always like to carry one of these with me when I go on a long trip, just in case. It's worth the space in the bag just to be able to have that peace of mind. And then these ones are also great because you can throw them in a bag, like a swing arm bag or like a roll bag or anything like that. You can keep your phone charged. You can keep, like with the Samsung earpods here, what I do is I will put the cable in here, put this in my bag, take one out, and then after a couple of hours when that one gets low, switch it so that this is constantly charged and it's constantly charging my earbud, and I'll be able to switch back and forth on these long rides. And that really, really helps to have a battery pack, because I do have a USB charger on my bike, but it doesn't really always work that well. So this is a great alternative to something like that. These you can get super, super cheap. You can find them on Amazon for anywhere from 20 to 50 bucks, I believe. This one was about 45, but that's just because it's massive. And then the power of these two together is less than this one. So definitely worth having a bunch of battery packs on you. All right, and my number one item under $100, you've seen it before, I've talked about it, my Viking Bags backpack. This is a sissy bar backpack. It's fantastic. It has these straps on it with a sissy bar slide through thing right here that you lock onto your sissy bar. And the great thing about this is it can be used as an everyday backpack. You don't just have to use it as a travel pack. So you could literally just put all your stuff in here, take it with you. You don't have to be on the bike. This is not proprietary just to that. I use this for traveling on a plane all the time because it's big enough to carry most of my stuff, but it's small enough to fit inside of the under seat compartment. So I can put my computer, I can put battery packs, I can put cables, I can put all my clothes, I can put all that kind of stuff in there, get on a plane and take this anywhere, or I can load it up with all of my equipment for a long distance trip. I think right now my tire compressor is in there and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, like I got another jump pack in here, tire compressor, some zip ties, some tools, stuff like that. Just so whenever I'm out on these long trips on the bike, I have everything there with me that I would need just in case I break down on the side of the road. It also has some front pockets, it has some top pockets that I put a bunch of like stickers and stuff like that in, so they're easily accessible if I'm out and I stop and I want to give somebody a sticker or anything like that. This is a great bag. I think I got this for $89, so it comes in right under that $100 price range. And I cannot recommend it enough. It is fantastic. I do wish that Viking Bags made a smaller version of this, because this is kind of big. So I'd like a smaller, like day trip type thing. A little bit, you know, shorter. Like if it was like right there where the big pocket in front is here, as opposed to all the way up here, it'd be just a great, great day tripper. But this is a great bag. I can't recommend this thing enough. I have a full review on this bag on my channel if you want to go check that out. I'll leave a link in the description below for that. All right, so now that we've gotten all the little stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about some of those top tier items, something a little bit bigger, something a little bit better. So if you want to go out and spend just a little bit more money on somebody, you want to get them something that's really, really cool, here are a couple of things that I recommend. Coming in at number 3, I'm going to go ahead and recommend a like sissy bar or luggage rack for whatever kind of motorcycle they have. I know that's a little bit more proprietary to a motorcycle rider, but if they don't already have one, this is a huge, huge, huge addition. It allows you to carry so many more things with you. It allows you to put that Viking Bag sissy bar backpack right on the back of your bike, and then you can strap a duffel bag to it. You can strap beer to it. You can put anything on there that you want. If you're taking a passenger with you, it makes it so much more comfortable for your passenger. These things are kind of expensive too. They're definitely not cheap. I believe that the one for Parker's Heritage was about $190, and I think that the one for the Yamaha Bolt was just over $100, and that came with the sissy bar and the luggage rack thing on there, which I used on my drive to Texas. I was able to put a duffel bag on the back, and then I was able to put the Viking Bag sissy bar backpack on the front, and it allowed me to carry so much stuff with me. I would definitely recommend, if you are trying to find something a little bit more specific for somebody, find out what kind of bike they have, look at getting them a sissy bar. That's a great, great gift. If I had gotten my sissy bar as a gift, I would have been ecstatic. Number 2, a new seat. Everybody knows that stock seats pretty much always suck. That's not always the case, sure, yeah, you know, but 9 times out of 10, they're pretty bad. So I have the Saddleman step-up seat that I put on the Yamaha Bolt, and I have to say that it was absolutely life-changing. It is a fantastic seat. It feels great. You don't always have to get the Saddleman step-up, but Saddleman does make some great seats. The thing is they are fully bespoke. That means that you pick the top leather, you pick the side leather, you pick the stitching colors, you pick all of this stuff for it. And because of that, this seat was expensive. It was about $400, and I didn't even get all the stuff on mine. So it could have been more. So if you're looking at spending a little bit more money, a new seat for somebody can be a big, big improvement. If they don't already have one over the stock seat, I guarantee you putting something like that on your motorcycle is gonna be primo. And also, I didn't have a passenger seat with my Yamaha Bolt, so getting the Saddleman step up and then adding that with the passenger seat was a big upgrade for me as well, because now I'm able to take people with me that normally wouldn't be able to ride with me. Or if, you know, for some reason I need to get somewhere or somebody needs a ride and their bike breaks down or anything like that, we're able to do that. I know, once again, a little bit more proprietary to people with a motorcycle, but can't recommend it enough. I think that having a brand new seat on your motorcycle that's a little bit more pricey, a little bit more expensive, but really, really nice, that's a good one. All right, and number 1, if you want to get something for your adventurous motorcycle friend, blah, 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 anything like that, but this one actually does pertain to other people as well, is a GoPro. I think that GoPros are super awesome. This is my second one, I think, and I think they're really, really cool. All kinds of stuff you can do with these things. They're action cameras, so you can set it up for motorcycles, you can set it up for surfing, you can set it up for literally anything. I use mine mostly as a secondary camera, but it is definitely possible to use these as a main camera. The microphone on them is kind of crap, so you wouldn't want to necessarily do that without getting the media mod or anything like that. But as a secondary camera, as something that just takes beautiful videos, these are awesome. These are amazing. I really, really like GoPro. I think that there are definitely some other competitors out on the market now, such as Insta360, but you know, you can find really, really great deals on these. I got mine as a Black Friday deal. It was $250 for a GoPro 8, which is, at the time, was about 2 behind the most high tier one, which I believe was the 10, but mine also came with a charger and 2 extra batteries. So I got 3 batteries total, the charger and the GoPro, for $250 as a Black Friday deal. I believe that you probably won't be able to find a Black Friday deal now because that's a little bit past where we're at, but these are really, really cool. So if you can find a good deal on them, I'd say definitely jump on them. I got mine from Walmart, and then I have these mounts for them that go on kind of any regular mount, or you have the ones that screw in with the GoPro mount, and you can kind of just slap these anywhere and hit the button and go pro. So there you go. That's my top 6 things, 3 under $100, 3 over $100 that I think that you could possibly get for your motorcycle riding friend, or, you know, other stuff too. I know that some things like the sissy bar and the seat are pretty much only going to be applicable to your motorcycle riding friends. That's what this channel is all about, so that's why I wanted to include them on the list. I am going to throw a little bit of a bonus item in here for you, which is going to be charging cables. Now, everybody I know has a whole crap load of charging cables. Now, you get these with everything. You get a charging cable with anything with a battery, pretty much. I even have ones in here that are still wrapped because you just get them all the time. So it may seem a little bit redundant, but these charging cables here are a little bit more expensive. They're 8 feet long, I believe, so they're super, super long. I can't even stretch it all the way out with my hands. They come with reinforced ends. They are water resistant, and they're really, really great. These are awesome for using on your bike, because if you put your battery pack down in your swing arm bag or a roll bag or a saddle bag or anything like that, then you have the length to run it all the way back, wrap it around the handlebar a couple of times, plug your phone in on your handlebars, and it'll stay there all day long. I think that you can get a 4-pack, like one 6-foot, two 8-foot, and a 12-foot or something like that off of Amazon for about $25 or something like that. These are just life-saving. You've never felt freedom than being in a room with a 10-foot cord plugged into the wall charging your phone. You can go anywhere. It's awesome. So I just kind of wanted to throw those in as a little bonus. I think that these are great if you're looking for a stocking stuffer. 25 bucks is not bad to spend on a couple of charging cables. Throw them in that stocking. Good to go, man. All right, everybody, that's going to be it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that this helped. I hope that this came out in time for you to be able to go out and buy something for your significant friend, other, cousin, brother, sister, spouse, whatever it is that you are out there looking for. And I hope that I brought a little bit of an insight to what you can do for the holiday season in terms of gift giving. I know that not everybody is all about gift giving. I personally myself am kind of whatever about it because I just go out and buy everything for myself anyway. So finding a gift for me is not the easiest thing, and then also finding a gift for Parker or my mother or my siblings or anything like that is not the easiest because we all do pretty much the same thing. There are a couple of little things that I think would be really cool to pick up. Let me know in the comments what you think about these items. These are, like I said, things that I use all the time. I usually always have one of these charging cables on me all the time whenever I go out for a whole day and I know I'm not going to be home. I bring a battery pack with me. I think that all these items are really, really useful and that you can get a lot of really good use out of them in an everyday situation. And I'd like to know what you guys think about that. So go ahead and leave me a comment, leave me a like. If you could, subscribe to the channel. And that's gonna be it for me. Thank you so much. Happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, whatever it is that you so happen to celebrate around this time of year. I hope that it is wonderful, and I hope that you have a great one wherever it is you are in the world. Thank you so much. See you later.